Hello people and welcome aboard to follow yet another World Team Carcassonne Online Championships match, this time between Taiwan and the USA. And this will be, shall we say, at least a double stream. We will be having the Taiwan USA match, and immediately after, we will be taking our focus to Catalonia and Colombia. Then, depending on when the second match ends, we might be having the same stream on, but we might also be starting yet another third separate stream later today. Now, for the Taiwan USA match, you can see the lineup on the screen just above me. Now, Taiwan has done exceptionally well. 4 match wins out of 4 matches played. Then United States unfortunately will be out of the competition. No matter the result today, they will get eliminated. But perhaps they'll be eager to show some reverse love, shall we say, to Taiwan. Maybe they feel like they want to make a statement of getting like a huge win out of the so far undefeated team. Well, we'll have to wait and see. So, table 1, we have Cheng Feng Tsai versus Andrew Naylor, the 2023 USA national champion. Table 2, Hydro Baby versus DKL 116. Mr. 1 versus Zach Bell on table 3. Then we have Penguin EM versus KB15236 on table 4. And on table 5 we have Hotly versus Crocodile Fundy, whom I think Crocodile will be having tough time, considering that Hotly has not, to my knowledge, lost a single duel this season yet. Though I'm not sure exactly how many he has played in, but if there is any trusting into the weekly curiosities, then Hotly has not lost a single match, a single game. Well, a single match either, because Taiwan has won everyone. So, if you want to see a particular match, let me know in the chat and we will hop into that one. And how about we could start with Hotly and see if he can keep his streak going. Hello, Kaika. Good to see you have extra time, and you have chosen to spend it very in the right manner of watching some Carcassonne streams. Okay, Crocodile should be having a well. Is it an easy decision? I mean, I think we go here, right? Because we have to prevent an 8-point city from our opponent from being completed. I think it's fairly easy decision. Oh! Well, I think this will be the first step that needs to be corrected if Crocodile wants to break the streak of Hotly. I don't think we can afford to to leave these potential 8-point cities unattended. Even though it is a shielded tile, his own city was still 2 tiles away from being completed, whereas Hotly's was only 1 tile away. But the scoreboard seems to be thinking differently, as Crocodile is having a 10-point lead and is having a very, very nice looking features on the board with minimal risk and easily retainable with regarding the meeples, and Hotly doesn't have absolutely anything on the board. So we'll need to catch up. Plus 14 and Crocodile, the only player with features on the board, should be quite a comfortable position to be at. Hotly probably gonna start another field somewhere, or just a city with the other city cap heavily restricted. Also works. Also could have just started a field here. Wouldn't be bad. Or then maybe here or wherever really. Fundy. Possibly go here to create a possibility to start blocking the city of Hotly with a triangle or with a triple city, or then just go here directly, direct the city to the left, maybe go here, even drop a farmer, would not be the worst idea. Instead decides to start a city of his own, and I would imagine that he's gonna go here and save the city. Like now that you have a fairly low value tile being the straight road. Also could have gone over here, but I mean this works also. This works. Limiting the city of Hotly and starting a field which is which is already 3 points, then 6, maybe 9, 12. I mean, there's all kinds of good stuff that can happen with this field. So there is a lot of growth potential, although it might look very tiny. The first meeple of Crocodile does get restricted to only 3-point field, which is not the best thing for him. But at the same time, also the farmer of Hotly Hotly is restricted to 6 points for now, and only 1 tile that can be used to expand the field really. Either the dagger over here, which there are only 1 remaining, or the same dagger here, which seems to be the route that the Taiwanese player is going for, given that he meeples the monastery and will be able to get his meeple back plus 3 additional points. Crocodile finishes his loop road and creates yet another potential field here. which probably um, like extra fields might be playing in favor of Hotly Hotly, as he is the one who leads in meeples. But this field seems to get closed very, very soon, so might be so that there is no new field to be seen. And Hotly will be able to get a nice monastery cluster going. Crocodile here, maybe here, and Meeple the road. Oh, I think not Meeple in the road might be a mistake, because first of all, the only tile that can block this this square is going to be a field crossroad, and if Hotly uses that crossroad, then he will be forced to give a road end to Crocodile. And if anything else comes here, then it's gonna be favorable. Oh, come on! There is a fully developed road. You have to take the road. Oh no, that's horrible. That's absolutely horrible. I mean, like I get that there's only one dagger to go here, but there is still that one dagger, and this road is just 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 points. Oh, and you would be making sure that even if your opponent gets the field crossroad, then you will be also benefiting from that field crossroad because you can get the at least the 4-point road from it. Wow, just a completely free road to be taken for the first player that gets a straight road. This is not stuff that you see very often. Like just having an 8-point road completely untouched by both players, and there comes the worst tile in the history of this game when it comes to Crocodile, and this scenario just played entirely into in favor of Hotly Hotly, as he gets the one tile that can block this whole city, and now Crocodile wasn't able to get any kind of compensation for that crossroad. Oh, oh no, 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 no. Hello, Mingo. There seems to be at least one US supporter in the chat today. Okay. So we do get the 4 points, but Hotly also gets the connection. And now everything we have done here has been for nothing. Which, I mean, this was most of this was, I think, completely preventable. If we just take the road and then we get compensation, then uh, man, such a shame. Okay, well, we are now -5 as the US player, -8, -10, -5, -2 equal, +3, -5, -13, 7. We are -7 and we have one meeple less. So how are we gonna deal with this? Well, there are no dividers anymore that we could use here. And, well, yeah, this could rocket us to the win if we get to complete this city. Then maybe if we get the dagger, although not to this direction, we need the other dagger. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So yeah, we have one dagger remaining in the game, and it is a left-handed. So we needed to get 4 points from here, which we don't get. And it is particularly not good because Hotley gets the meeple back. So do we though. We create a 9-point field actually, which Hotley might be taking at any point. Or he might be taking this. Instead takes 11 points. Completely understandable. Okay, now we have... There's actually a lot of point scoring opportunities on the map, but we might be too far behind to use them. And why on earth are we attacking the field like this when we can be blocked with one single tile to either be facing a city to the right or a field to the right because there are no road monasteries. I mean, this is like risk times times 100. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, we have 3 curves, but I mean, all of those are also available to our opponent to immediately block this connection. And I have a gut feeling that since we don't get the connection now, we are gonna get blocked very, very soon. Crocodile, will he go over here? Wow, just decides. Interesting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's one crossroad, so we might be getting an 8-point road. But well, in all honesty, we do have to take like huge amount of risk. Here, maybe we either take this and we still have just faith that we don't get blocked, but I think we have to go here. Have to save the connection. We also could have possibly gone over here and dropped a farmer with this tile. Okay, instead we get blocked. I mean, you had like, what, 3 chances? Like this and this. And we still didn't... Oh, come on! Why are you not saving this connection or blocking this connection? I'm not understanding Hotley. Because like even if Crocodile would be the one getting the crossroad, it's gonna be okay 9 points, but like so is this 9 points. And this is like guaranteed block of points. I don't see the same idea, the same prioritization that apparently both of these players are seeing. If we don't go here now, I mean, surely we are gonna go there. Like, what's the point otherwise? Because this is a 0-point field at the moment. And we have now gotten like 3 chances or 4 chances to either save this connection or make this connection, and we have done neither. And we are like a billion points behind. 4, 12, 20, 21, 30, 39. We are like 33. We are 33 points behind. I mean, there is like no way we can win, but like we can try to like save ourselves the complete embarrassment and at least fulfill our hopes and dreams that we still can. What the Ain't no way this guy has done this. Is he getting like faith that he would get like I don't know what he's thinking, man. Yeah, I think he thinks that he already is in the field, but there is a splitter preventing that. Yeah, I gotta agree with you, Raf. I think Crocodile is like hallucinating that he is already on this field, but he's not on this field. He isn't. He's doing some maniac like psychic circus stuff, which is not good at all. There was such a nice prolonged loop road for 6.4 tiles ago. Yeah, indeed there was at the top, but it also goes just like unmeepled, like by both players. This has been a game full of super weird moves, which like first of all we didn't attack this. Then we have taken a high risk city as it was said in the chat, and we like never really did anything about it. We didn't ensure that this meeple gets to the main field. We made some random ass field move that we had chances then to connect to the actual field, but we never did that. Instead, we just left it as a 0-point farmer, which is like something that can't be understood. Then we instead just attacked from a different point to the field. And then we didn't do anything about this road. I mean, there's like a billion things that I think Crocodile did a poor job in this game. Okay, well, now we get the confirmation that why Crocodile did that interesting stuff. He thought he placed it on the other side. Well, that explains a bit. But like, this was still like an extremely risky move. Like, also, why would you not go here if you want to connect here through a curve? Because this one, instead of this, protects this square and makes it like much more difficult for Hotly to limit this to a crossroad. And it also explains why Crocodile created this long road without Meeple with this road Dorito, because he apparently thought that he was gonna be on this field, but instead he hallucinated like for 10 turns, and well, he is paying the price, but that is not the only mistake that he has done in this game. I think this was, oh, I mean, I gotta say, from a 600 rated player, I think we have seen a lot, like so many bad plays that it's not even justified to be on a 600 rate on a 600 level. If you keep doing this, I hope this is just a one-off. But like if he keeps doing like this level, he will lose 2-0, especially against a player that hasn't lost a single duel of his in this tournament. Oh my, oh my. Okay, well that's some appetizers, I guess. Okay, we have a update on some game. I think it was in the chat. Okay, so Sackbell has apparently won his game against Mr. One, and so it is 1-0 with no winning by time. And why don't we take a look at the second game of theirs? And about a perfect timing as they are at the early stages. So, city for Sackville and a couple of roads for Mr. One. A rather interesting to take decision to take a second road, trying to create an attacking platform to the city, but it might make but it might ultimately make the completion of both of these roads a little more difficult when you have the urge to really make a loop road, and then this one would be, I'm not really sure what this road is gonna come up with. Sackbell is surely gonna take 2 points here and prevent and defend the or place a semi defense, and one, I guess we can just take this 4-point city to get some use out of the extender. And for Sackville, I mean, wouldn't honestly wouldn't even be bad if he goes over here and meeples the city. Well, I mean, surely you gotta meeple the city somewhere. I mean, just doing this, I mean, it's gonna be horrible. Every single time it's gonna be horrible. Oh, because you would be using 2 tiles to make the to make the block, which would not even be final, and you would be adding points to your opponent's road. I mean, if you do stuff like this, you have to meeple the city. You just have to. Doesn't do that though. I think it's a good spot for one to not take 3 points, but to go here and then on his hopefully on his next turn get a curve or a crossroad and take his 2 meeples out. Yep, that's what we do. And Sackbell will have a monastery, but not a really good place to place it to. Still should be taking the monastery because he has 6 meeples. I mean, he absolutely has to meeple a monastery. That's for sure. That is for sure. And here is not really a good spot because it can be messed with. In the worst case, it comes a starting tile here. Oh, come on. I mean, unmeepled monasteries is like below 500 level stuff, you know. When you have 6 meeples, you cannot do unmeepled monasteries at the beginning of the game unless they can be like literally unless you are like forced to literally put them in a spot where they can be blocked with one single tile, then like that is an exception. But when you have spots like these, when you have room for another road monastery there, or even here, you gotta meeple this stuff. So far, not really impressed with the with the level of the US players today. I'm seeing a lot of a lot of questionable moves. Now 3 points. And I mean, hmm, where do we place this? I mean, we could do this, I guess, just to prevent an attacking platform from Sackbell from attacking here. Yeah, and we do that. An alternative would have been, I guess, go over here, but then it's not really that uh, splendid, to be honest, because then this city will be in trouble like very soon. Okay, just harassing the 1 point city of Sackbell, which is alright. Okay, now, I mean, surely we gotta take, we have 5 meeples, surely we gotta take a 5 point monastery. Surely. I mean, there are exactly like 3 spots to place a monastery to. Here, horrible, here, horrible, here, a 5 point spot for a monastery. Surely, surely, with capital letters, surely we meeple this. Yes, praise the Lord. We finally meeple a monastery. One keeps getting that. Huh, interesting. I mean, keeps getting the city caps, but I would have gone over here like with this tile already. Doesn't seem to be in the interest of the Taiwanese player. Not sure why. I mean, I guess he was just afraid that he gets sucked into this city, but it wouldn't be that bad really. Like worst case, Sackbell goes here with a triangle, places a second meeple on it, but it's still gonna be like far from completion, and it's only gonna be like, well, not that big of a threat really, because the city would not be that big even upon completion, and this just it would be like really urgent to get this meeple out to get the 10 points on your scoreboard and get the meeple back and get out of this very tense situation, shall we say. Unfortunately, our meeples do get trapped, and it is really quite amazing, really, how long these meeples were here for, like completely unbothered, and we thus didn't get like a single crossroad or a curve during that whole time, and now they become blocked. Yikesies. Quite unfortunate stuff. Well, I guess to try and cover our losses, I was gonna say we can try to go over here, restrict this to a crossroad, but instead one does this and leaves not only more tiles to for Sackwell to get this meeple out, but also like he has 0% chance of completely blocking this meeple now. Whereas if he goes over here, then he can block this meeple to a quad crossroad. I don't understand this move. Like pretty much the only intent, I guess, that you could say of going to the left is not giving the possibility for your opponent to get an additional 3-point road, but I would argue that it doesn't matter because with a crossroad, your opponent can get 3 points from another spot, like anyways, and considering that you have two meeples stuck, like altogether for 7 points, it is very important to get at least some compensation in the form of blocking your opponent's meeples, which is not the case here. I think he was afraid for his two road meeples. I mean, for sure, that could be a valid point. I mean, the reason why one didn't go with the tube divider over here in the first place is because he had these two meeples on the roads, but like it really works like to both directions. Like if he finishes the road, then he's gonna have a vulnerable city. So it doesn't really matter in the end like which one you complete first, because you have to complete one or the other at some point in order to get like actual progress. Sackbell, I would argue that he's gonna go over here to try and just suck this meeple into the city, which is exactly what he does. Also, there is the monastery that has been living in peace for quite a long time, and there is definitely an interest for one to place a road tile here and block it. One decides to start another city, and well, the reason is because now the now all field crossroads are out, so now this road can actually be blocked. Now we either take 3 points or we continue our city. Both are fine. I think this is slightly better because if we go over here, then the city can always be attacked too, and then we would have just lost points. Or we just take 4 points. Yeah, that's even better. Now there is a small opportunity that if we get desperate as either player, We can go over here with a city cap, then hope for an extender, and then a triple city, and then we can possibly complete this complete city with a majority in it. But it's only if we are like actually desperate, because there is only one extender remaining and one tube divider as a bailout. So we do finish the block, which is nice. And Sackville also seemingly decided to try and limit the chances of one attacking to this city. A cunning move, but unfortunately it doesn't pay off as one immediately has the exact tile to attack to the city 2, to attack to the city with. I'm going to go against the side guys and say that the monastery was bad. It was tied to the city, which makes it easy to block unless you never close your city, and then only way to finish it is with, which makes it easy to block unless you never close your city. Um, but like we had like what 5 or 4 meeples at that moment, and it's a 5-point monastery spot, and we only really need to add like one tile to a shared feature, but we still get points for that tile to our monastery, so I don't think it's bad at all. And we need to use meeples when we have 5 or 4 or more. Do we have tiles here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 1, 2, 3. Ah, I don't think one is aware of the fact that his city is already completely blocked. There are no road triangles, and there are no triple cities with road. So this was a complete waste of a city cap. So unfortunately, it's looking actually somewhat bad for one. Even though he's in a 7-point lead, 8, 11, 15, 17, 24, 26, 22, 16, 13, 10, 6. I mean, he's +6 with, and he has down a meeple. But the thing is that one meeple is blocked, 2 meeples, 3 meeples, 1, 2, 3. Okay, well, this is live. Yeah, I mean, we just generally have more blocked meeples than our opponent has, and that's never good. Now I think we should just take the 5 points, even though it creates a chance for Sackbell to, even though it creates a chance to Sackbell to either block this or attack the city. I think it's gonna be worth it with like for 3 extra points. But One does not agree, decides to take just 2 points instead and wait for the connection tiles. The thing is that there is still one divider remaining also, so that's gonna be terrible for one if Sackbell gets it. He's gonna have to find a triple city before one before Sackbell finds a divider. But the odds are in his favor because there are still 3 triple cities remaining with a field. Hi Sergio. Hi Isna. True, he did get the tube. Oh, yeah, he did get the extender, which Zack could have used here to get 1 point, but then it would create another issue that one could attack from here, and then he would have quite many tiles actually. I think maybe like 5 or even 6 tiles to connect, and given that there were still 3 triple cities remaining, I think it would have been actually quite reckless to go over here just to add 1 point. I don't see that being worth it. Zack trying to create either a blocking platform or a connection platform for himself with the triangle and one defense. Is there a dagger? There is. There is still one dagger with the left-hand side curve, which would be perfect for one, as there are still 3 triple cities remaining. This could also work quite nicely for Sackbell. It's only 3 immediate points, but with the 3 triple cities remaining, as he gets immediately one of them, it is gonna be a 5. It's gonna be an 8 point move, and with that, I think he is ahead in the game, almost like for sure. One is not gonna be waiting anymore for the triple cities. Instead, whoa, and what a timing! Instead, he just takes finally the road and leaves a divider spot. Sackbell gets 7 more points, and for one, it might be time to go maybe even to the field here, like kind of anticipating Zack getting the divider so that he would not then be able to drop a farmer on a 9 point field. But instead, he makes a different choice, and probably he's just gonna have his faith on getting the divider himself and hoping that Sackbell will not be able to take any benefit from this field. which I think is correct. I think one is likely behind quite a lot, and he has to start just having faith in into an optimal tile outcome. Hello, Concord. Appreciate the kind words. I still have to disagree with you there, Elias. I don't think this was a mistake, but each to their style. Get 4 easy points, and Sackwell took his time, most likely to count the remaining city caps, which I'm not sure how many of them are left, except for the one divider. But he does get immediate value out of his decision as he gets to make a 7-point move. And one does get the divider, but I think it's too little too late. He is plus 11 on the scoreboard, but plus 17, 18, 20, 27, 29, 28, 22, 20, 18, 11, 8, 2. Oh, one is actually like -3 only. Ha! Well, maybe there's a chance then. Maybe. They both still have a meeple, and Sackbell does have an extra tile in use. He won't be able to do anything with it though. Or with this tile at least. Okay, so what are the remaining tiles? Are there monasteries? There are. There is one regular monastery remaining, which is worth 5 points, 7 for Sackbell. Then, well, there is an attacking opportunity to the 9-point field, but if there are tiles, then it doesn't matter because Sackbell would be getting a monastery if we get to connect to this field. So connecting to it wouldn't be even would not be enough because we only have one tile after this. Well, maybe if we go over here and hope for a monastery, does that work? I mean, it seems like it's gonna be easily blockable, but hmm. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Wait, is there one straight road also? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, one straight road, one monastery, which is why I mean, maybe we should go over here, drop a farmer, because then we have the straight road and the monastery that we can connect with. So 2 tiles. Of course, we would be hoping for the monastery. But, yeah. What's the final remaining tile? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Just going for the 6-point field. But this is not going to be enough, because I think we are +3 as 1 at the moment. Wait. No, yeah. I think if Sackville just goes over here, he wins, because then there's going to be a straight road, which is going to be worth 3 points, which will put him at +1, or then the monastery for 5 points, which will put him at +2. So if he goes over here, I think it's going to be a force win for Sackville. If he does something else, we might still have a chance, because we might win by a draw if Sackville draws a straight road. Ah, but he finds the move. Damn it. Okay, well now we just gotta go here to take out the monastery spot. Then there will be a 4-point monastery spot instead of a 5-point one. So this tile is worth 1 point to us. So this is gonna be the move. Could be difficult to find though. It requires knowing that there is the monastery as the final remaining tile in Sackville's hand. But with the monastery, I think Sackville will be winning by +2. Or wait, +3, 2, and then yeah, I think Sackville will be winning by +2 if we find this move, which is the best move. We don't find the move, so instead gonna be winning by +3. If I have not counted the points like horribly wrong. Welcome aboard Ramses and Wong. +13, +8. Then we have this and +4. So I did miscount by 1 point, but it doesn't change the situation. So Sackville takes a 2-0 win out of Mr. 1 and takes the first match point for the US. Then let's see the other games that we have. So first victim, how has Wizard just done? He has taken a 2-0 loss against Cheng Feng Tai. 2-1-1. Then Hydra Baby. DKL is in a 1-0 lead. And then let's check on Penguin EM as well. And it is a 1-1 versus KB. And let's have a look at their decider. Okay, +5 for Penguin. He has a 15-point field under his control, so +20. Plus, well, at the moment, an additional 9 points, so +29, +36, 37, 31, 24, 17, 16, +16 for Penguin at the moment, +13. Okay. And I would imagine that it's gonna be... Oh, I'm not gonna go here. But then this creates another 9-point field, which Penguin is likely gonna be taking. But maybe not with this tile, because it's a quick point tile. Well, now we can take a city or not. Interesting. Well, I guess as Penguin we still go over here, right? We can just stack our monasteries. One, two, three. Or do we do that? Yeah, I think we do. Oh, but decided to do it without a meeple. Not really sure about that one. KB, maybe go over here and drop a farmer. Creates a 6-point field with the growth potential over here, and then maybe another city over here, and then a straight line over here to bring this meeple to this field. Achieves quite a lot, if you ask me. Instead, he just takes the 9-point field straight away, which I think is a small mistake. Because, like, surely you want to bring this one to the main field. Also, like, with these moves, he's... Wow, okay, well, this suits... Oh, no! No. Because we have to get to this field. There's no going around it. Oh, and we had the tile. Now this is blocked. Oh, that's terrible. But were there tiles here, though? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Well, there were tiles here, which alerts the question, why did we not go here? I mean, 7 points is tempting, of course, but... Huh. We need to get... Well, we need to make sure that we can actually equalize this field, because this third meeple will be will be attacking here very, very soon. Right now. Penguin is +6. 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 25, 30. 24, 16. +4. And a meeple more. Okay, we might be able to go here and drop a farmer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, I think we have to try and do this. We have to go here and drop a farmer and then get a straight road and get to this field, but apparently not. KB does not find the opportunity. But like he has to take a huge risk because he's -4 and he is down on meeple. Don't say we get the straight road. Okay, not yet, but we can actually we can still do this. We can still do this. We get a bailout. We can still make this move. We can still go here and we can still meeple the field to try and get to the 18-point field, which we absolutely need. Okay, there is a crossroad, but we have to just trust that Penguin gets whatever is the third tile on top of the. And he. Oh no 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 no! Don't say we get the straight. Don't say we get the straight. That's KB. Because if we did, if we get the straight, I think we have just blundered a loss on this. Oh, god damn it. Oh, ho, 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 ho. Okay. We just lost 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We just lost 11 points. So if we add 11 points to KB's score, then we get the amount that we could have gotten, and I think we could have won the game. This 11 points, 11 points, 11 points, which is looking quite good. Oh, come on. People should do more point counting. People should do so much more point counting. Oh. We had the win. And like this was like whatever we get after this tile, we will lose. It doesn't matter. Like whatever we get after this tile, after making this move, we will lose. This is a 100% chance to lose the game. Whereas this is a 33% chance. No, 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 wait. This is a 33. Yeah, this is a 16% chance to win the game because we need Penguin to get one particular tile out of the 3 ones, which was this, which is a 33% chance of happening, and then we need to draw the straight road, which is times 0.5. So 16% chance of winning the game. We don't go for it and we lose the game. Yay! Somebody say someone tell KB to watch this game afterwards. Somebody tell him. Uh, because that mistake actually cost them a match point, and Taiwan moves to 2-1 lead. I mean, like, although it doesn't matter really for the US what the result will be, it will still be nice to win your duels, you know. I would assume so. Like, I would assume, like, if you talk about any competitive Carcassonne player who, like, is actually competitive, not like, well, I can participate in a competitive match, but I don't care, then that's not an actual, then you can't call yourself a competitive player. But if you can call yourself a competitive player, then you care about winning. You know, amongst having stuff, but mostly for winning. Because winning is fun. Losing is uh, the opposite of fun. Um, okay, who do we have? So we have Hydro Baby and DKL versus Hotly Hotly Crocodile. So let's take a look at Hydro Baby. Who has evened up the scores, so it is now 1-1, and they are in a decider. So let's hop in. Looking good so far for DK based on the scoreboard in the plus 19 lead with two monasteries which are nicely built. Then Hydro has a 6-point field with two meeples. Okay, doesn't look so lucrative. And it can't expand to here because both road monasteries are gone. So looking really good for DK. In a plus 19, plus 26, plus 33, 34, 31, 25, plus 21 points for DKL. And he has meeple advantage. I assume we go here and take the road. Yep. And then more monasteries for DK. Well, there's a 5-point spot. We can take a 5-point spot with 3 meeples. And now we can also... Do we go here for 2 points or here for 3 points? I think this is a bit worse because we still can get a divider. So we want to keep this place and this spot and this spot open from any tiles. So I guess just here for 2 points, or then even maybe here and finish the road from one end. Yep. And but it also restricts this field like tremendously again, which is not great. SDK 1, 2, 3 versus, I mean, 2 starting tiles versus 1 crossroad versus like 5 regular, yeah, 5 regular straight roads. I think I would have preferred actually to wait for another road tile, and then only then place stuff here. We get we get the divider though, which is obviously great for us. And what a wonderful tile for Hydro, as he can now go here, finish his road, and then later attack this city. And now with this, the city will also be not only on this field, but it will also be a city on this field. So this is by all metrics a wonderful tile for Hydro with a wonderful purpose. As long as he goes for it. If he just takes 2 points, then I'll be disappointed. And I'm very surprised that he's thinking about this for so long. Because he doesn't want anything else to be going here. He doesn't want a city cap to be going here. And even a road triangle would be kind of bad. Because it will be putting his road at risk. And yeah, there we go, there we go, there we go. Good stuff. Now DK will just go here or here and protect his city from one side or not. I think he's taking a bit too unnecessary protection measures. I don't think he needs to worry about this monastery all too much. Because there were so many tiles that he can fit there. There were no tiles that would be able to block this square with like one tile. And like when you want to build your city, I mean, you're gonna have to use at least 2 tiles here anyway. So why not protect this from one side? Oh, I don't like this precisely because of it leaves a 6-point city, an 8-point move for Hydro. And like DK is slowly making moves which are letting Hydro back into the game. I think there is no reason to not go here as Hydro. Yep, that's what we do. An immediate an 8-point move with no meeple investment. And it also kills the possibility of DK getting the final remaining starting tile and taking these points himself. I think the biggest mistake was adding a point to a road that would be meepled after connecting the third meeple to the field at the bottom. Yeah, talking about the previous game where yellow was able to connect from the south. Yeah, I can agree with that. Usually I don't think that adding an extra point to a road which will be taking is such a big deal when the primary goal is like blocking the road essentially anyway. But and I think it was fine, but it was sort of unnecessary, I guess, because I think he would have been better off by not doing anything to the third field meeple of yellow. I think black just should have seen more effort in getting his own third meeple to the field. From the from the right, that where he had a 6-point field. I think he would have been just golden if he just did that, nothing else. Well, I mean, it is a meeple investment in if you, well, I think we have a different understanding of meeple investment because I think of meeple investment as like investing your own meeple. I don't think a meeple investment is when you give your opponent a meeple back in a sense. But I do see a wild point there. But like still 8 points for a meeple, like in a sense that you would be giving a meeple back to your opponent. I mean, it's still going to be a good move most of the time, as long as there are no like massive features or like massive fields which you are like winning by exactly one meeple. I think we both agree that it was a necessary move to make to take the 6-point city and give the meeple back to DK, but I I am gonna be having some difficult time accepting that it is a meeple investment when you give a meeple back to your opponent. I'm gonna have to digest that sentence a bit. Okay, Hydro gets the final triple city with a field, so this city will never be completed, which is perhaps would have been better for. Wait, was it DK or Hydro who placed this tile? No, 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 it definitely must have been DK because Hydro would have been placing would have placed it the other direction. So I mean, when you had three triple cities remaining, but you limit yourself to only two of them, it doesn't seem too great. Like in this situation, I think an indirect defense would have been better. Because now you only had 50-50 chance to get the tile. 1, 2, 3, 4. Whereas if you go like over here with the field side on over here, then you have then you'll be having like 3 tiles versus 2 tiles that your opponent is going to be able to use to fully block, which seems like a good trade, like better than a 50-50. I mean, at least for me, it seems a better deal because I rather take a like slightly more risk and try get better chances to complete or more tiles to be able to finish a large-ish feature than like a certain 50-50. But that's just me. Okay, let's have a little look-see at the points. So we are +2, +10, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 23. 30, then 22, 16, 15, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So after this we are +1. So our lead has like completely melted from a 21-point lead to just 1. And we have a meeple less. Oh boy. As a result of the divider, as a result of the starting tile, as a result of perhaps this, uh, a bit too safe of a decision. DK thinks there are like 9 curves left. Might be so. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, 1. 1 curve. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. Oh. Oh, this is. 1, 2, 3. But I'm not sure if I like this. I mean, this puts Hydro to +1, but DK can still get a field crossroad, which will get him a maple back and 3 points. So this could backfire like super bad, and I think DK should go over here. Like here. Like now. Like immediately. Please. I'm running out of ink. Running out of empty space. Because like DK, he can't really use a curve here because it will be a -2-point move, and at this stage of the game it's just not acceptable. Although actually, with only 2 tiles to come for DK, he will not be able to use the extra meeple even if he gets the field crossroad, which is a big issue. Huh. But he still goes for this move. Hydro +1. Is this unnecessary to meeple this? If this was the only city cap, this might have been a blunder. Okay, not the only city cap. Okay. +2, -2, +4 for Hydro now, I think. And then Hydro will have the field crossroad in hand. DK will be able to make 4 points from here or from here, and then Hydro 3 points, which means that I think Hydro will be winning by 3 points. 3 points. I was thinking, what if What if DK... never mind, never mind, never mind. My plan was terrible. Okay, 3 points. So are we right? Yes, we are right. Hydro wins by 3 points and takes another decider to Taiwan. And Taiwan is therefore the winner of this match and stays undefeated. Then how does Hotly do? That is the question. Judging by the action in the game chat, I assume the game, the duel for Hotly has finished. Can you please? It has, and it is not good for the US as Hotly stays undefeated. Still says no to losing a duel, and Taiwan wins 4-1. And with that, we can actually maybe take a look at the classifications, see if this has any effect on anything. Except that no, we can't really do that because we have another match to be watching. We have the Catalonia Colombia, although like the only stakes there are that Catalonia should be winning 5-0 if they want to see like any kind of chance for the playoffs, but I mean there's always the shot. Killuminati already leading Danish by 1-0, and actually we can't show the game yet because we need to update the scoreboard. Congratulations for Taiwan for staying undefeated in their Group E and finishing at the top, going going to the playoffs with nice smiles on their faces, I presume. Tremendous performance. And commiserations to the US. Unfortunately, it was not about to be your year this time. Better luck in the next one. Okay. Catalonia, Colombia. And this time I will remember to do that with double O's. Then we have Danish VH. Charling. Okay, so Danish versus Killuminati Warrior. That. Okay, then we have Charling versus Pechitos. Devdeen versus Pintor 75. We have La Nova Era versus Meister 35. And then Carquinyolis versus Ivanchos. Okay. Now we shall see. And of course we gotta place a point to Illuminati. And one more thing, I will check my cheat sheet and see if I have any of these players on my list. So, yes, I do. So, Danny SVH, Danny Garcia. Then, unfortunately, I don't have Illuminati Warrior here. Let's do. Wait. Wait. um, just for the common courtesy of, if I know these players, I want to say their names. Pechitos, Jose Parrado. Then Def Dean, I surely have him. Is David Bourgeois. I should really focus on like asking someone how to pronounce these names, because right now I feel like I'm butchering every single one. Then we have La Nova Era, who I think I should be having in my cheat sheets, but I don't. And I don't even have Carquinyoles. That's a surprise. Okay. Well, let's look at what Danny is able to get happening. Ah, yeah, I know Killuminati was in the CCL, but it still doesn't help me to know his actual name. That's the issue I'm having. Uh, Also, Deftine Pintor has concluded in a 2-0 win for Death Dean, so he is doing his part of making the pain train. And we shall see if Danny Garcia can do the same. So -5 or +5 for Illuminati, +6, 13, 19, 13, 18, 11, 7 equal 1. +1 for Danny, but -2 on Meeples, so not too great. I mean, might even should Meeple this ask Illuminati. I mean, because now he has to use. Oh my god, this was a beginner mistake here by Illuminati, because now we have reached the position where Illuminati will be having a Meeple surplus. At the end of the game, he will have. He now has already 4 Meeples in hand, and he can only use 3. So he should have definitely meepled the field for 3 points. now we have a 6-point move. Do we have anything better? I don't think so. I think we just take the 6-point move. Or, I mean, yeah, maybe we have to consider this option to not, because if there are city caps, we might have to do this. Might have to just give points to Danny and prevent the completion of the city. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. There is one city cap remaining. But if we were like +1 here, then equal +2, then we are +5 as Illuminati, I think, at the moment. If we just take this, we are +13. Then Danny gets this. It's gonna be 5, 10 points, and Illuminati will still be at +3 with 2 tiles, whereas Danny will have 1 tile. I mean, it's kind of a forced win. I think if we just take this, because right now we are -2. Oh, no. We are +5, sorry. Well, it's probably most likely a force win if we do that. All like all roads lead to Rome, as they say. So all moves pretty much win for us. Yeah, and we do a 6-point move. Aha, so Danny Garcia and Caroline are siblings. Okay. Both of them were national champions of Spain some time ago. Don't know exact years. I've only been playing since 2023. Okay, well, that's interesting stuff. If you know the name of Caroline, then do let me know, because I'll be happily adding him to my lists. Okay, another 3 points added, but it won't be enough. 4 points for us, and Danny doesn't even get the city cap, which probably is because there was no city cap. That's the reason why we made this move. So I definitely miscounted, and yeah, there wasn't even need of doing this. So that's definitely on me. And with this one duel win, Illuminati basically confirms that Colombia, I think, will be heading to the playoffs. I think they have good enough tiebreakers. Gonna have to check them out. But at least they won't be fourth in their group, that is for sure. And another 5-point move for good measure for the Colombian. +7. Is on 0-2 and the first match point for Colombia. Then let's see the other matches. Well, speaking of Charling, let's take a look at how he's holding up. Okay. So currently losing 0-1 to Jose Parrado with one tile remaining, and the scoreboard doesn't look too great for the Spanish player. Taking a 3-point city, and then for Charling, is there better than 2 points? I don't think there are any fields to take, not even a 3-point field. Yeah, just 2 points, or I'm not sure if Jose started, so we might have to go here and meeple the city for like a plus minus 0 move. Plus 15, 20, 25, 32, 36, 39, 40, 44. Oh yeah, there was a 3-point move, but there was also a city cap. But the city is on the field of Charling, so it doesn't really matter. It's only a 2-point move, which means that this was indeed better. It was a net +1, whereas this would have been net 0. Actually, net -1, because then Jose would be going over here for 1 point. But the field is only 18 points, and I don't think that'll be even close to getting equal on the scoreboard. 21, sorry, but still doesn't matter. Still a 10, no, more than 10 points. Still a 13-point difference to Pechitos, and it is another win for Colombia of 2-0. And we gotta place the match point, of course. Yeah, 2-0. Then we have next one is Nova Era. Who is currently in a decider game. Okay. Well, there is still a possibility to get a win out of this one, even though it would not even if it would not be enough to place Catalonia in the top three. But a win is always a win. So +2, +5, 8, 10 versus versus a ton of monasteries. Okay. So far, I do like the Catalonian player's position here, because even though Meister has a like multiple monasteries, there's only one dagger to go over here. And with the Ukrainian technique now, we are in fire. I mean, could have potentially even gone over here to like get the maximum benefit, I guess, from the monasteries or from the Ukrainian technique, but this also works. Now he can freely build on the upper side. No fields yet at all. So a +9 +13 equal 16, 9 to +2 for Meister and 3 meeples less. So a rather not so comfortable looking position. Needs the dagger quite urgently. Over here. Charling's name is Carolina. Okay. Maybe someday I'll get a surname as well, because I have a tendency to include both the first name and the last name to my doomsday lists. So I will add that actually straight away so I don't forget. Okay. 14 wins will be enough for Colombia due to their games difference. Which means Colombia has already gotten to second place of Group C. And we are in the danger of facing Latvia. Well, at least we will be seeing some fireworks if China and Latvia will be facing each other. Though I'm sure there will be a lot of fireworks regarding the future matchups of the playoffs. Okay, there has been development as Meister has gotten his dagger, completed his 8-point city, and now has a possibility to get his monastery meeple out with a straight road. Has not meepled the road, however, which is 6 points, though it is in a rather vulnerable spot, but still. Now there are gonna be points for Novaera. I reckon we just take our meeple out and the points from the road. Could there be a field here? Because there are still two tube dividers. So, I mean, there is some potential that there could be a 9-point field at some point here. Meister maybe here for just one extra point. Or maybe we want to start harassing like this city. Though we can't really block it completely. Oh yes, we can, because all three triple cities with a road are gone. So if we go here, then we get a city plus field tile. We go here and we block this meeple. Apparently not, though. Instead, we place our trust to the two remaining road Doritos to get one of them here, and then get also an 8-point ruin, or a 7-point ruin when we finish the monastery, or when we just get a Dorito here. We don't necessarily have to finish the monasteries because they can be lucrative either way. Yes. Well, unsurprisingly, the same surname as her brother. For some reason, uh, the word sibling hasn't didn't really register as like a brother or a sister. It registered as more like a cousin or something in my head. So I was like, I mean, probably they have different surnames, but then. So Garcia it is. Garcia. Okay. Okay, good stuff. Then, yeah. Okay. Thank you for that. Okay, now we start the attempt to block. And we don't really get the tiles to do so, though. I mean, I guess we just take 2 points here, or here, or here, or wherever. This is not really the tile that we want to use for blocking, because we can't make a full block. We can only make a partial one. there are still 2 starting tiles and a dagger. But we apparently do want to make the block to limit the city to only 1 tile. I don't like it though. I don't like it exactly because of this reason. Because when your opponent gets a defense, then they most often are going to be, or well, actually every single time when they get a proper defense, they are going to be getting a 4-point road upon completing the city. So that's not too great. And now we have more or less sacrificed 2 points. So there's that. And there's the dagger. And now we have achieved a +4 point for basically for free as Nova Era. Not ideal. And there is a looming 9-point field emerging, which we might want to take as the Catalonian. And we do end up taking it. Okay, do we go here or do we just take our meeple back? Depends on how many tiles we have here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3. Still 3 crossroads. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Yeah, I think this was a fine move to make because there are still actually a lot of tiles that we can get a meeple back with. And now we can, I think, go over here, I was about to say, but if there are tiles that we can use there to get our meeples back, well, there were 1, 2, 3, 4, and there still is. Oh, is there 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? Ah, now there aren't. No tiles that fit here. And we unfortunately are not getting anything to get our meeple back with, but well, this is a nice find. We can now get a triangle. I think 1 row triangle still exists, which we can get these 6 points. 1, 2, 3, 4. No triple cities, so we have exactly 1 tile to go here, but that's fine. In the meanwhile, we can just take points. We go here and we meeple the field, of course, to not end up on a meeple surplus. And then Era will go over here and meeple the field. Because it's 4 points without a meeple investment. And we don't get the triangle, unfortunately. Instead, we'll have to settle for 3 points, I guess. Here, 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 here. Yeah, 3 points. And then Nova will be getting well, I guess 3 points as well. So I'm pretty sure that the Catalonian player will take this home with the help of this 12-point field, a ruin, a monastery, quite a significant amount of points banked. Though I could be wrong, but I doubt it. +7, +1, 4, 7. Yeah, this is gonna be a win for Catalonia. And that'll be 2-1 for La Nova Era. And the second point to Catalonia, and then we'll take a look at Carquinnolis Ivanchos. Which is over. And it has concluded to a win for Catalonia. So it will be a third win in the books, but unfortunately 3-2 will not be enough. They'll be at 12 and 13 and this and whatever. So -1 tiebreaker will not be able to beat Latvia's +5, which means that Catalonia is out as anticipated. But they were able to make a valiant effort nonetheless this year. 3 match wins out of 5 matches played is no joke at all. So the ones going into playoffs from Group C will be Czech Republic, Colombia, and Latvia, which is good stuff. I would say a rather deserved playoff spot. We'll have to wait for the final groups to bring in the results. We still have a few matches remaining for this week. So Peru, France, which has taken, which would have taken place, but according to the latest information, then Peru apparently has forfeited the match, which I think must count as a 5-0 win for France, which, well, that won't be helping Belgium or Germany, that's for sure. So France will be going to, like, I guess a 17-8 and plus 12 plus 10. I mean, they'll be second in the group, so it will not change the standings all too much. Peru, unfortunately, will be having their final score as 5 matches played, 0 matches won, 7 duel wins versus, I guess, 18 duels lost, and then 18-40 games lost. Then after about 50 minutes, we will be starting another stream, the final stream of today, and we will be starting with the final match of Group E, Portugal versus Tunisia, which will be extremely vital as both of these teams can be eliminated from the group, or like one or the other um, team will be eliminated as a result of the match. Then we'll be having Belgium, Germany for the group D finalization, and then Argentina, Mexico at 20 UTC. So let's actually, before we end this stream, let's take a look one last time before the Portugal Tunisia starts, what the stakes are. So can it happen so that Hong Kong is going to be fourth and Tunisia third, Portugal second? So let's say what Tunisia needs to beat Hong Kong is to get +2 in the tiebreaker, so is 3-2 enough? Yeah, so 3-2 win for Tunisia will be enough because their game wins are at the moment +2 and they will be better than Hong Kong's. But if Portugal loses 3-2, then they'll be at +3 tiebreaker, which will be better than Hong Kong. Okay, so if Tunisia wins 3-2, then Hong Kong will be fourth and Hong Kong will be eliminated. Whereas Portugal and Tunisia, I think both might be getting to the playoffs. So there is actually a lot at stake, not only for these two teams, but also for the team in between, who just has to really hold on to their seats, and probably they will have to just pray for the downfall of Tunisia, and then it might still not be over because Hong Kong only has +1 tiebreaker, so they will beat the uh, they will beat Romania. They won't be beating Group A. They won't be beating Group C. They could possibly beat Group D, either Belgium or Germany, but it's not for sure. Then there might be some possibility that Hong Kong will beat the third best in Group F. So the situation is still live, but what is for certain is that nothing is certain. There are still a lot of moving pieces and still a lot of teams that have played, but just have to wait until all the rest of the matches conclude. They will have an interesting time today still. Okay, let's see. the chat's final thoughts before we end the stream. We need Portugal to win so that we increase our qualifying chances by a small epsilon. Um, do you though? What if Portugal loses 5-0? Because then they'll be at -1 tiebreaker. Then Tunisia will be second, and Hong Kong will still be at only +1. If Portugal loses 4-1, it will be +3 for Tunisia. Um, it will be +1 for Portugal. So like even a 4-1 win for Tunisia might be actually good for Group F, because it's only gonna be +1 tiebreaker for the third. We need Mexico to lose, but not by too much. Okay. Yeah. Well, safe to say that the situation is live on many boards, and it's gonna be interesting rest of the evening. For now, I thank you all for watching, for sticking all the way until the end. I will see you again soon in about 40 minutes with the third stream of the evening, and we'll be seeing how the group stage comes to an official end.